Hey, thanks for watching. Daryl here with 205 Motorsports, and I'm riding in Jay's car, which is a Cadillac CTS-V. We'll go for a quick little rip on it.
We'll go this way, be less cops.
Yeah. Jay, how long have you had the car?
I should know this, but I think a year and a half.
Year and a half?
About a year and a half, yeah.
Where did the car come from before you?
I bought it from Exotic Motorsports in Chicago.
Okay.
I think that's the name of it. It's something, a weird name like Exotic or something. Motorsports.
Did it have the wrap?
It had a wrap. It had a matte blue, like a North Carolina baby blue,
Yeah.
and a matte finish.
The headlights.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fairly stock when you got it.
It was. It had a. I don't know that it didn't have an air raid cold air intake. So I think it was bone stock.
Bone stock.
Yeah.
So cosmetics, you come along and change the appearance up a little bit, and added some power to it.
Yeah. Added it's got a cone ported stock LSA blower. It's got some larger injectors. I can't remember how big they are because I'm used to import. I'm used to Supra injectors. And has a reinforced brick, a cam, a Brian Tooley cam. Has headers, 3-inch exhaust, methanol injection, and maybe some other stuff. It does have a cold air intake now, air raid, but I can't remember everything that's done.
Who did your tuning?
Blake at Avid Speed in Trustful. He did he actually did everything to it.
I feel like when I ask that question on an LS-based motor, and we're hearing that name a lot. I know he does a lot of work on these LS motors. Hear nothing but good stuff about his tunes.
Yeah, he basically quit doing like components, adding mechanical work.
Sure.
Now he just does tuning.
Okay.
He did have a guy named Nate that did a lot of his work, and I think Nate's doing something else now or something. But yeah, now Blake does mainly tuning, and his dad rebuilds transmissions.
Okay.
So,
speaking of, was the transmission been touched?
not that I know of. Yeah, he had everything out. I don't even know if they inspected it or not, but according to the shifts, he said everything is perfect. It works great. So,
okay.
if it does mess up, I'm definitely gonna have his dad rebuild it because it's crazy. I don't know if you've ever seen inside of automatic transmission. There's a lot of parts, and it's all looks Greek and German to me, but he knows what he's doing. So
this is a 2012.
It's 11.
11.
Yeah.
CTS-V.
Yeah, I've never owned a. When I was a kid, I was like 16. My first car was a 1970 Torino. It had a 302 and a big old Land Shark, so it was slow as crap. But I've never owned an American sports car. I've had Supras since I was 22.
Yeah.
But I've never owned this thing. It's amazing. It's a difference. This is like instant torque. Where with a Supra, you're waiting a couple of seconds for it. And it's a totally different feeling.
Yeah.
And this one's newer. My Supra's 91, so that's 20 years newer.
Yeah.
And so it's got a few squeaks and rattles.
Comfort difference. I'm sure is out of date.
Yeah. Now the Supra, it was built for comfort. It's actually a touring car.
Yeah.
The seats are leather, recline, everything, but the car itself, just the chassis and everything on it is older.
Yeah.
Even though I've replaced everything, new bearings, not bearings, but bushings, basically everything under it's been upgraded. If they sell it, I've bought it for my car. So.
Gotcha.
But I still love this one right here. You just get it, crank it up, and drive it wherever you want to go.
How many miles on the clock now?
It's less than 100, but it's not 101 yet. So. There comes that sunshine.
It probably won't last.
Yeah, no.
Well, what did it dyno at?
Dynoed at 677.
how much boost?
That was at, I think, 16 or 17.
Okay.
It's got the smallest upper pulley you can get, for it. If you want more boost, you have to change the lower pulley, and it's still got the stock lower pulley on it.
Okay.
So I think it's 16 PSI. And Blake tunes them, pretty safe,
Yeah.
I haven't had problems with it. So, we'll get up here, we'll do a little pull real quick.
Sounds good to me.
All right, here we go. Or 125. That's supposed to. I love the whine of the supercharger. My Supra, the turbo just, when the wastegate opens up, it just, it's like all hell's breaking loose. And then this is more, I just love the whine of the supercharger.
Yeah, that whine is...
Yeah. Hopefully it comes through the GoPro.
What muffler is it you're running on it?
I had the Corsa or the Borla, I can't remember, which is the best sounding ones for this car, but for some reason when Blake did the tuning, he cut them off and had straight pipes on it. So I put I think they're MagnaFlow, but I'm gonna go back with Borla. I'm gonna put the Borla on it. If it doesn't sell in the next week, I'm gonna put Borla exhaust back on it. I just like it sounds really good, but it's a little bit loud for me. The Borla is just a little bit. It still sounds good under boost when you're getting on it, but when you're cruising, it's not quite as loud.
Okay.
I think it's just a little obnoxious out of boost.
Well, Jay, I appreciate the rip. That was a lot of fun. And so the CTS-V, honestly, one of those cars that never really been on my radar. When I think of a hot rod, Cadillac is this brand that doesn't come to mind.
Exactly, yeah.
But I know that the CTS-V model, that they got the ATS-V now.
Right.
They're very popular cars right now. Looks like this generation of a car, especially if you got the hatch. Or the,
coupe.
You got the coupe and the sedan. Then they offered a wagon. That's what it is.
Right,
that's
wagon.
What I meant. The wagon is a very rare model from what I can tell. And then especially if you got the manual transmission, those are pretty sought after. Any idea how many?
No, I've seen them. I see them, and I guess it's I'm in the smaller group, I guess, because everybody just. I've never wanted a station wagon, nothing. Even though those are really cool looking.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'd rather have the coupe.
Yeah, same boat.
Yeah, but man, you should get on the forums. I'm on CTS-V forums, and it's like the holy grail.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many there are, and I see some bad looking ones. Like, wow, that is pretty. It's pretty, to look at, but I just don't want one.
Those are the mullets of the CTS-Vs. Cool in the front, party in the back.
What I do want one day maybe is the newer the V3.
Okay.
Man, those things are sexy looking to me, and they come stock with like 640 something. I'm sure that's at the crank, not at the wheels. Yeah. But they're just, I think they're sexy. I like them.
Definitely.
And
well, Jay, again, I thank you for allowing me to do this with the Cadillac. And thank y'all for watching. If you are not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, share the video with a friend. If you like the content, give me that thumbs up, and that's one way to support the channel. Another way is I do have some merch now. But yeah, until next time, we'll see you then.
See you.